You know that feeling when you write a sentence, you read it back, and something just feels a little bit off? Yeah, it happens to literally everyone. Well, that feeling often comes from a sneaky little grammar rule called subject-verb agreement. But don't you worry, because by the end of this, you'll have the secret to spotting the trap and fixing it every single time. Okay, let's just dive right in with a classic example. The dog, as well as the cat, needs or need a good bath. Which one sounds right to you? Needs or need? Just go with your gut on this one.
All right, if you hesitated even for a second, you're not alone. You've just stumbled into a perfectly designed grammar trap. Seriously, this kind of sentence is built to confuse us, and it makes even the most confident writers pause and second-guess themselves.
So, what's the trick here? Well, our brains are hardwired to take shortcuts. They see the noun that's closest to the verb, in this case cat, and they instinctively want to make the verb match that word. But here's the thing. That noun is actually an imposter. It's a distraction, and its only job is to throw you off the trail of the real subject. So how in the world do we solve this puzzle? Well, the key isn't to guess. It's to become a grammar detective. We've got to learn how to spot the one true subject of the sentence, no matter what other words are trying to get in our way. That little imposter phrase actually has an official name. It's called an intervening expression. It's just a fancy way of saying it's a phrase that adds extra info, but, and this is the important part, it's not grammatically part of the subject. Phrases like as well as, in addition to, or accompanied by, those are your classic culprits. And to see right through their disguise, we're going to use a super simple 4-step detective method. First, you find the action, the verb. Second, you ask who or what is doing that action. Third, and this is the absolute key, you just mentally cross out that intervening imposter phrase. Just ignore it. And finally, you match your verb to the real subject you just uncovered. Let's try it out right now. The brook, as well as the lake and the pond, freezes in winter. Okay. Step 1, the action is freezes. Step 2, what freezes? Step 3, let's ignore that imposter phrase as well as the lake and the pond. So what are we left with? The brook. A brook is one thing, it's singular, so the verb has to be singular too. Freezes. The brook freezes. See? This method just cuts right through all that confusion. See how that works? It's a system. Now that you know the method, let's walk through a couple more together just to really make sure it sinks in. All right, here's our next case. Aspirin, besides a good night's sleep, helps a headache. Okay, detective, what's your first move? Find that intervening expression. Did you spot it? It's besides a good night's sleep. And if you ignore that phrase, the sentence becomes crystal clear, doesn't it? Aspirin helps a headache. The subject is aspirin, it's singular, so the verb has to be helps. It's as simple as that. Let's try one more. Andy, accompanied by Jesse and Jill, leaves tomorrow. Okay, this time I want you to find that imposter phrase all on your own. Don't let Jesse and Jill trick you. They're really just along for the ride in this sentence. And the answer is Andy leaves tomorrow. That whole phrase, accompanied by Jesse and Jill, is just extra fluff. The only person actually doing the leaving is Andy. The subject is singular, so the verb has to be singular. All right, I think you've got the method down. So now it is time for a quick rapid-fire round. I'm going to show you a sentence, you solve it, and then I'll reveal the answer. Ready? Let's do this. First one up. The violin, in addition to the guitar and the viola, is a stringed instrument. Find that real subject. I'll give you a second. The answer is. The violin is the subject. If you got that right, fantastic job. Next one, don't slow down. Gold, as well as iron and steel, weighs or weigh a lot. What's the real subject here? It's weighs. Because the subject is gold, the iron and steel are just extra details. You are so getting the hang of this. Okay, last one for the quiz. My stepdad, together with my mom, travels or travel often. Who is this sentence really about? The correct verb is travels. The subject is my stepdad, right? Even though his mom is with him, he is the subject of the sentence. Excellent work. So what is the one big thing you absolutely need to remember from all this? It's that those tricky phrases hiding between the subject and the verb, they're just noise. Your job is to ignore them. And to help you do that, let's look at a most wanted list of these imposter phrases. Think of this as your field guide. Whenever you see phrases starting with as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, or any of these other guys, a little alarm should go off in your head. These are your red flags, your clues that an intervening expression is trying to trick you, and you need to find the real subject hiding just before it. And just like that, you've got it. You now know how to spot the trap, identify the imposter, and make your verb agree with the true subject every single time. You have cracked the code. So the final question is for you. How are you going to use this new skill to make your own writing clearer, more confident, and even more powerful?